I've saved over 50% of my income for years, at one point, nearly 75%. Not through extreme sacrifice, but through quiet, intentional habits. Frugality is not about living less, it is about living calmer and wiser with money. In this video, I'll share 12 quiet, frugal habits that actually work, small shifts that quietly build freedom over time. You don't need all of them. Even adopting just two or three can quietly transform your financial life. Most people approach frugality as a list of restrictions, but peaceful frugality begins in the mind, not the wallet. It starts with identity, then perspective, and finally, daily habits that support a calmer financial life. Let's begin with the foundation. 1. Define your financial why. Everything changes when saving is tied to a deeper reason: freedom, relocation, debt free living, peace of mind. Without a clear why, frugality feels like punishment. With purpose, it becomes a form of self respect. Quiet wealth always begins with clarity. 2. Avoid lifestyle comparison. Comparison quietly fuels unnecessary spending. You begin to buy things you don't need to impress people who are not living your life. Peaceful frugality means choosing alignment over approval. Less comparison, less pressure, more control. 3. Embrace minimalism as a financial strategy. Minimalism is not about owning less for the sake of it. It is about removing excess so your money supports what truly matters. Fewer possessions lead to fewer impulses, and fewer impulses lead to calmer spending decisions. 4. Live below your income, even when it grows. Income may increase, but intentional living remains steady. Quietly frugal people resist lifestyle inflation. They save the difference instead of upgrading every comfort. This creates financial breathing room, and breathing room creates peace. 5. Pay yourself first. Before bills, before expenses, before discretionary spending. A portion of income is set aside automatically, not dramatically, not emotionally, just consistently. This habit quietly builds long term security. 6. Use tools that save automatically. Quiet savers do not depend on motivation. They automate savings, track expenses, and simplify financial decisions. When systems handle the routine, discipline becomes effortless. 7. Follow the delayed purchase rule. Most spending is emotional, not essential. So instead of reacting instantly, quietly frugal people wait. 7 days, 30 days, sometimes longer. With time, impulses fade and clarity returns. If you've ever avoided a regretful purchase by waiting, you already understand the power of this habit. 8. Practice intentional no spend periods. No spend days or weeks reset your financial habits. They interrupt unconscious spending and rebuild awareness. You begin to realize how little you actually need to feel content. Sometimes clarity grows in quiet seasons. 9. Make calm housing decisions. Housing is often the largest financial commitment. Quietly frugal individuals choose sustainability over status. Not the biggest space, not the trendiest location, but the most peaceful and manageable option. This single decision can transform your savings rate. Big expenses deserve calm decisions. 10. Protect your health as a frugal strategy. Health and finances are deeply connected. Preventive care, rest, movement, and mindful routines reduce long term expenses and stress. A stable body supports a stable financial life. True wealth includes well being. 11. Think long term with every decision. Quiet wealth is never built overnight. It grows through years of small, intentional choices, repeated quietly, repeated consistently. Each decision today reduces financial pressure tomorrow. Long term thinking protects short term peace. 12. Practice quiet contentment. Perhaps the most powerful frugal habit is learning to feel satisfied with enough. Not deprived, not restricted, not chasing constant upgrades, just calm, intentional, and financially at peace. Frugality is not about living a smaller life. It is about living a calmer one. When you adopt quiet money habits like these, you do not just save money. You reduce noise, you reduce stress, and you slowly build a life of quiet financial freedom. If this message resonates with you, subscribe for more peaceful approaches to money and intentional living. And let me know which of these 12 habits you plan to practice first.